Hi, welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. We are going to continue our deep dive into the 36th stratagem, which was summarized by scholars about the effective strategies you can take in a battle situation, in a wartime. Okay, so 浑水摸鱼 or 浑水摸鱼. Okay, so you muddle the water first before you go catch a fish. So this is applicable when your enemy is definitely much stronger, well-equipped and well-armed or manned than you, outnumber you. So all you can do is to create some chaos. And in a chaotic situation, your enemy would, get distracted and pay their attention to some chaos on the outside, like immediate attention needed, right? So that's the chance for you to go get the fish or whatever your target is. So today we talk not about a fish but the snake, and today is a kind of similar, very similar to yesterday's 浑水摸鱼. So you muddle the water. Here you rustle the grass. So you create some action, right? And then you startle the snake. So that's the result of your rustle the grass. You create some motion or sound in the grass that the snake got startled. So that's the whole scenery of 打草惊蛇. Okay, 打草惊蛇, we have 打. Again, it's 5-finger hand symbol. And then we have the tool that looks like a spear, like a pointy edge on the top, right? With a staff. So that's either with a tool or just with a hand. That's attack, our symbol for attack. But in this case, because it's a grass, you cannot really attack grass, right? So it's appropriately adjusted to the context as rustle, make some sound or motion in the grass. Okay, so that's that. 草. Okay, we have this, our plant symbol, this looking thing. Oh, we normally pair them. It's like two of them together to form this contemporary simplified version. That means something related to grass, something related to plant. And then the bottom, we have a sun symbol here, and the sun is kind of sitting on top of this structure. And this structure, some scholars said, is a type of plant that have the seed wrapped in a shell, that when it's ripe, the shell is going to open or crack open, and then the seed can get out. So that's a kind of, I don't know the term of it, but that's the kind of plant we're talking about. So in any case, we have the sun and we have that plant kind of a maturing. And it could be like in a more macro view, that it's not that big on the tree that's very noticeable to us. It could be something more not invisible, like less likely to be noticed. The smaller scale, that grass also, that's how they proliferate, right? So they have to have their seed popping out and then plant the next one, and that's less notable for us, but that's a depiction of the grass. So the whole picture, the sun, this popping of their seed, and this plant symbol, generic, together means grass. So I guess that's probably the main feature, how that grass proliferate. Okay, startle. We have a horse involved, and it's a depiction of horse with the manes of the horse. That's the main feature, right? That's awesome mane of horsehair on the back, and then we have 4 legs of the horse, and we have the tail of the horse. So I guess the tail and the mane, the hair, are the main feature of what a horse looks like, right? They are animal with that special awesome feature. And then this startle comes from the startling of the horse. Okay, so the startling, the horse was combined with this jing. This is a sound maker, but the jing itself can kind of give you the sense of how the startling of the horse and eventually the subdue of the horse, this process taken. Okay, the right side is three-finger hand symbol and is holding a type of tool. So imagine the horse, it will be a whip, right? And then the left side, this is actually super simplified, horns of sheep, a sheep symbol over there. Earlier in the jie, in the borrow sense, that I said, oh, I haven't seen that, and later on, right there. So that's actually the sheep symbol, just simplified by the horns looking like that. That's the sheep. And sheep in the West as well as in Chinese represent, I guess, purity, innocence, or sacrifice. So all that good concept of sheep, this animal, not only the food source, but it's something, I guess, it got qualities that humans look up to. So that's the symbol of a sheep over there. And then we have the mouth symbol, mouth related to speaking. And then we have this wrap around, kind of a question mark, right? Question mark, wrap the speaking around with a sheep symbol on the top. So that, my interpretation is, because Chinese language a lot of times recognize the power of words. Like when you speak, choose very carefully of what you say, what's coming out of there. So speaking is a big, it's an important function, and it can cause confusion or harm. So actually our harm symbol created by something about speaking created chaos. So this word is wrapped, meaning you have to contain your speaking, your words, and kind of to tame it with the sheep, almost like a sheep-like, kindness or self-sacrifice or like treat others with kindness, like no harm, not a predator. Treat each other with kindness as if it's a sheep. It's only beneficial to others. Never have any harm on the other. So that's the kind of standard, the requirement of how to use the word. Of course, it's only in the situation that there are times that more aggressive behaviors are encouraged. But in this case, in the creation of this character, and actually this character with this character of this handheld tool, imagine flocking or not flocking, flogging of kind of a disciplinary action taken. So that's the result of that, probably, is because you are in face of some sort of authority who can punish you if you say things wrong or do things wrong, right? And then at least your mouth need to be wrapped and only say kind word and show submission as if a sheep. So that's the kind of jing, the kind of behavioral description of what respect is about. So now, pair with horse, I want to read it as the horse when it got startled. It's a horrifying moment, right? The horse as one of the few domestic animals that still have a lot of its wilderness, kind of not beastly, because horse is not a predator, but the horse can still create a lot of chaos and threatening people, security, right, on the street. So when a horse was startled, like somebody need to whip it, right, with a hand and a whip, and also to talk to the horse, to soothing it, to talk at the horse kindly so that you can subdue the startled horse to its normal behavior. So this horse startling process is captured over here. It's a horse got startled, the effort to try to subdue the horse. So that's the startle. So now we're startling a snake, and snake here is just a visual representation of how a snake was perceived by the language creator. And it's Is of course got some curves, got a tail, and I'm not sure if this is like a rattlesnake or something. It's a generic snake. So the whole thing pieced together is when you rattle the grass, make a sound or motion, is detected by the snake, and you're going to startle the snake. The result of, the consequence of startling a snake is not good for you. You don't want to startle the snake. So even if we have here only 打草惊蛇, it means as if to ask you to rattle, to rattle the snake, to rustle the grass, to startle the snake. Is actually the opposite of this meaning, because this is kind of point out the consequence of if you rustle the grass, if you make noises, if you make your intention known, if you don't cover your tracks, if you make you're observable to your enemy, you're going to startle, you're going to send them alarms, and they are going to take actions against you. So that's what not you're supposed to do. And that's a description of the result, the consequence of doing that. So the whole thing is to keep your business hush hush, right? Not to never reveal your intention or action plan before you're ready to do whatever. So before the observable, that you make yourself visible, or the way you're presenting yourself to the enemy, to the 蛇, it's here, it's red enemy. Before you do that, you have to keep your business under the table, undetectable to your enemy. And that's the advice, like how to get ready. So basically, I read the Art of War briefly. The main concept is try to get much information from an enemy as possible, but at the same time, the reverse trend of information, like to reduce that as much as possible. Don't let yourself be observed, be detected, be known, right? Make it every important move under the radar of your enemy. So that's the advice basically here. Don't 打草惊蛇. Okay, cash into the currency of thinking by one word a day with Sophie. See you another day.